Oh, I get it. I get what you're saying. Um, that's interesting.
What?
No, I Ashley may have changed her. Never mind. Ashley didn't go live on her Twitter account for a second, and then it turned around and went.
Okay.
This is still this is a control. This is a controlling motion, right? The fact that he doesn't touch the puck doesn't matter to me. He's the one that puts it in that position. He never loses control of this puck. There's not another stick there. He's not taking his stick. He's not like reaching for it. His stick follows the puck. This is control of the puck, right? This is control of the puck. I don't believe Let's Go Oilers, but I think the Oilers have got screwed.
Look,
I
you
love
have to
McDavid saying
look.
Oilers in
Look,
five
I will
after
say.
he's
Wait, wait. Put that back up. Could you put that comment back up real quick? Because
yeah
I'm telling you right now, I'm seeing a similarity in this game right now into what I saw in Calgary series with Edmonton,
yeah
where they lost 9-6. It's the same thing. It's the same
yeah. But
mistake.
Calgary didn't lose their number one goalie.
No, but Calgary didn't play defense when they were up 6-2.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing is happening because Colorado's allowing Edmonton to get their offense going, and they carried it into the next 4 games.
Yeah. That might be. I actually think the Oilers could win this game. I really do. I think Francoeur, Kemper has always been an issue for me. Kemper, when it comes to goaltending, Kemper and Smith are on the same level for me, and they're not. Neither one's very good.
I mean, if you listen to us tonight, I was like, do you trust either one of these goalies in a big situation?
Absolutely not.
No,
You can invite me on
absolutely not.
anytime. You know that, bud.
Absolutely. We'll let you know. We'll let you know. Absolutely. But I was saying to Mike, I was like, bro, are you trusting this guy? Like, are you trusting either one of these guys in a big situation? No.
No,
Like,
no, you're not. I'm not.
and I don't know if you agree with me. Colorado is here not because of Kemper, but despite Kemper. That's
yeah,
why they're here.
they're here because Bennington got hurt.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry. That you know what? You can
changed the
think whatever
series.
you want.
That changed the series to me. That changed the series.
I don't know if I'll be on post game, John. I'll stay on for a while. I don't know how long I'll stay on. Tommy says both the teams' goalies are Medicore. Going to be a high scoring series, and it's going to hurt whichever team goes to the. I'll tell you what. Right now, my money is on the Rangers. I think Shigurskin is just and not overall, but this playing right now, just that much better than Vasilevsky.
We'll see. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see game 1 tomorrow. I again till somebody beats them, I'll take the champs. But like I said, till somebody beats them, but it'd be a fun series. I mean, I knew this was gonna be like this before this series even started. But
Yeah.
go back to St. Louis. I mean, look, everybody knows. Even though I'm a Devils fan, I've always found St. Louis is one of my favorite teams to watch. Just the way the style they play, and the fact that Binnington got hurt definitely changed that series. Though I'll say this, and I don't know if you agree with me. If that game gets to overtime, Blues are winning the series in 7 games.
Oh, I absolutely believe that. Absolutely believe that. And that game, well, there's other reasons why they lost that game other than that last goal. I mean, they had chances to put it away and didn't.
Well, Josh Manson
right?
with the biggest kick save of the series.
Yeah, I mean that's when you look at it in an overall. By the way, I want to show you something. I'm going to brag a little bit.
What?
Can you see that?
What are you in first place?
Yes, I am.
There you go. There you go. Number 1.
Right?
There it is.
Right? I did pick the Avalanche to win the cup. Yes, I did. I did it on a strategic reason. But I'm leading. I've got almost 21 points on Richard. And Richard does, now Richard has Tampa Bay going to the next level. I have the Rangers going. I have the Rangers and the Avalanche going to the next level.
Either way.
But so far, I'm right.
Either way, if it's Colorado or in Tampa, Colorado Rangers, it's still going to be fun.
So there's my bracket right there. Right?
Not bad. Not bad.
Right? I mean, but really, the only mistake I've made is Florida and Tampa.
Yeah, that's about it.
I really think Toronto should have beat Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
absolutely believe they should have beaten Tampa Bay. But I picked the Rangers over Carolina. I
That's a
bet you there
smart
weren't a
pick.
lot of people that picked that one.
No, that's a smart pick right there.
Right? Whoever wins the West is winning the Cup. 80% Oilers, 20%. Oh, where are you getting this 80%? I'll tell you what, McDavid. I'm going to call your ass out right here, right now.
Yo, do
Because
it.
I've looked at Money Puck, and the Oilers are nowhere near 80% in the West. Not even close. In fact, they're a underdog in the West.
I think
I'm
Colorado.
calling your ass out. I'm calling
think-
you an absolute liar right here, right now.
I think the latest odds I saw was Edmonton had the worst odds right now to win the Stanley Cup behind the Rangers.
All right. I don't think I can get Money Pucked up. Yeah.
No.
Here we go. I got to get Money Puck up. I know he is so far off, it's not even funny. Right?
Yeah, I think it's Colorado, Tampa, Rangers.
Colorado to make the finals is a 60% chance.
Yeah.
60% chance to make the finals. So where did you get this 80, bud? Come on. Where did you get this 80? If you're going to bring numbers to my show, you better have something to back it up. And I'm going to show how bullshit you are full of. And yes, I'm calling you out. You want to bring numbers. You know, you have every right to bring numbers. But to bring fake numbers, I'm calling you out. I'm calling your ass out.
That's crazy. Yo, get the numbers. Show
You
them
ready?
what it's like. Show them what it's
Here
like.
you go. Look
let
at the
them
numbers.
Know. Yo,
Look at the numbers. Tell me where tell me where. No, you just said that. McDavid, you absolutely said that. No matter whoever wins the Cup, 80% Oilers, 20% Avs.
Avalanche have a 60
But one will win. Right there, you just said the Oilers are an 80% favorite to win the West. Absolutely you did, my friend. You absolutely just said that they were an 80% favorite to win. 80%. Right? Right? That was your words. Let me read it again. I want to make sure I get it right.
Let's see what he said.
No, whoever wins the West is winning the Cup. 80% Oilers, 20% Avs, but one will win. 80% Oilers to win the West. 20% Avs. That's your words.
Yo,
your words, McDavid.
Yo, let them know.
I'm not being a jackass. I'm just not going to let someone, because especially these guys
and you can't, come in. But we've heard this before. Whoever comes out of the West will walk. Well, who's beating? You know what? Until one of these teams can prove they can play defense, the two best defensive teams left are in the Eastern Conference.
You go back 10 years. You go back 10 years. The East has won 7 out of the 10, if I'm right.
Crosby back to back.
7 out of 10. No, because you go back 10 years. Let's say it's 22, so you go back to 2012, right?
West,
so actually, it's 4 times. If you go 2013, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 out of 10.
Who? The West, right?
5. Actually, it might be 5 now that I think about it. No. You have if you
go
back
5.
If you go to 2012, the Kings won it in 12.
Kings, Blackhawks, Kings,
Kings.
No, it was Kings.
Blackhawks won it in 15.
Kings. Yeah, but it was Kings, Blackhawks, Penguins, Caps, Blues, and then Tampa twice.
Tampa. So you go Tampa. I want to go back 10 years. So starting with the last win, not this year, the last win.
All right,
Tampa,
Tampa,
St. Louis. Then you have the Capitals,
Penguins.
That's 5.
And then you had Blackhawks.
The Bruins won. When did the Bruins win? They won in
11. They won in 11.
So actually, it's 5 and 5. It's 5 and
5. Yeah, so 5 and 5.
Right, 5
but
and 5.
There's a couple repeats in there.
But lately it's been the East. It's been the East. The only break in it. The only break since 16 has been the Blues.
Right.
You have the Penguins twice. You have the
Lightning twice.
The Lightning twice.
And then you
and the
had the
Caps
Capitals.
once.
Yeah, the Caps
Right.
once.
So five of the last 6 have been won by the East.
Yeah.
Right. 5 of the last 6.
That's
Parayko
great.
was not our best defenseman. I'm done with him. I'd rather have him. They can't. God, if you're going to say trade somebody, look, this is something that I'm gonna put out there now, because this is if you want to trade somebody, you better figure out how they're going to get traded with a no trade clause before you say trade them. Because
Right.
Parayko's no trade clause kicked in automatically. It's set. It's set. It's not going anywhere. He has a no trade clause right here, right now. Right? Parayko's not agreeing to a trade. There you go. First of all, he's not agreeing to a trade, and because you think he's the worst player ever, who's going to pick him up? Who's going to pick him up? You know, everyone wants to trade the shittiest player on the team, right? Look what here's an example. Here's an example, and I'll tell you, I think we fleeced Ottawa on this one. We traded Sanford for Logan Brown and a pick. We're lucky to get Logan Brown. The only thing that we should have got out of that trade was a pick. Somehow they needed to get money off the books. That's all I can think of. They needed money off the books to make the trade work, and that's why Brown was in it. That's the only thing I can think of, because there's no way we should have gotten that. You don't just trade a player that you think is bad and get something for him that's worth anything. And with his 6.5 AAV for 8 years, nobody's touching that. Nobody's touching that.
Nobody touching that. Absolutely not.
They
and by the way,
they can waive it, Tommy, but you have to look at the situation. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to waive it.
No.
They're not going to waive it. It's not like what you think. Well, Zach Sanford, everyone wanted Zach Sanford traded. Everybody wanted Zach Sanford traded after the shortened season. Oh, and by all the way, all you people who call the Blues the last 82 game champion, you're an idiot. That doesn't matter. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something straight up right here and now. The cup that the Tampa Bay won during the bubble was the hardest cup to win in recent, going back to expansion.
Agreed.
That was the hardest cup to win, going all the way back to expansion.
Agreed. Because they were away from their families. They were away from their friends. They were in a hotel. They were locked in a bubble.
More teams. They had to beat more teams in the playoffs than any other team has ever had to beat. They had to beat 23 teams.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically,
no. They had to
get
beat.
A bye? Didn't they get a bye? Didn't they get a bye that year?
No. Remember what they did? No, they didn't get a bye. Hold on. They didn't get a bye. They got the round robin.
Yeah, they had the round robin. Yeah.
You had that play in. That still counts.
Well, no. I'm saying. Yeah, no. I know the play-in still counts. Absolutely, 23 teams, or 2014 bracket, the play-in tournament counts, no doubt. But I was just saying, I don't think I remember them being in the qualifying round.
They weren't in the qualifying round. They weren't.
They were in that exhibition round robin thing.
They were in the round robin. They earned the round robin.
Yeah.
But they're facing all those teams. Well, it's now 7-6.
It's 76. It really. Yeah, it could be tie game right now.
Yeah, right.
But
because 24 teams, a total of 24 teams, had a chance to win the cup.
Yeah,
24 teams had a chance to win the cup. Now it doesn't matter. It does not matter one bit whether they were part of the round robin or not. They could have faced any of those teams that made the playoffs. You had to beat a total of 23 teams to make the playoffs. Just like right now, the winner of this cup had to beat 15 teams to win the cup. Yes, I understand the 4 round, but you got to get to that round. You got to get to that round. You got to get to that round. You got to play those teams, right? Oh, Colin, we were not bad. Well, let me go back. We were good during the 2020 season when the bubble came around. Something happened and the Blues didn't buy in. I think that Bennington's COVID had a lot to do with that.
Definitely, for sure. But hey, Guy, thanks for having me on to talk tonight.
Oh, no problem, man. Thank you for showing up.
Absolutely.
Yep, we had at one point 16 people listening to my rant. Then they all ran away, but
it happens. They run
I
away
don't
from
care.
my rants too. So
okay, bud, have fun, man. Enjoy.
You too.
Right. I am. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not talking Blues right now, I'm still digesting the press conference today. Right, between Chief and Berube, and some of the things that Bennington said, and some of the other guys that said, I'm still digesting a lot of that. He's nervous. Who's nervous? The Avs are gonna lose. I don't know who you're talking about there. In the 2020 season, we were really good, but COVID made us bad. Do you think we got back to back if COVID didn't happen? I actually do. I do think if not go back to back, we would have made the finals. I believe we would have made the finals. Hey, big thank you to Ashley Jones, John Hester, and Anderson Krieger for putting that thumbs up on Facebook. Greatly appreciate that, my friends. You didn't see what, bud? I'm not sure what you didn't see, Jason. Wow, this is. This is. I'm telling you that the NHL was wrong there, and I'm gonna. What did you got me, Jason? What didn't you see, bud? Conference. Again, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about the 23 team thing? Right. A lot of time. Chief and Benny. No, I haven't seen that yet either. I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen the whole thing. I don't think the Benny one. I don't know if that was played, but I do know that there was a 24-minute one that was released. No issues, Bob. No issues, man. I just kind of jumped on last minute, kind of late. Just wanted to talk a little bit. Ben was watching the dramedy about Ted the manhunt on the Unabomber, and after watching that today, I was like, man, I need to do a show or something to get my mind off of serial killers. Thank you, Tammy. We greatly appreciate you anytime you show up. We absolutely love you to death, just like we do Bob. So I have not had a complete chance to look at all the press conferences. I did see some of the stuff Bennington said about Kadri and the water bottle incident and all of that. And I think, yes, he did. Now that I did see. Now, how much of a pay cut? I think that's what it comes down to, right? And I want to hear something. Here's something that I brought up, and I want to know who remembers this. He said something in his press conference. Let me see if I can let me go back to my Twitter and bring up something he said. Let's see. Why can't I find what I want when I want it? Not on this account. Let me go to another account. I got way too many accounts. Got way too many things going on. I'm checking. I want to bring something up because somebody said something today that absolutely, like, I went, wow, exactly what I was talking about. And it was Perron. Perron said something today in the press conference. That was exactly what I was talking about. Oh, it's still a buddy of mine talking about that. Let me look at something here real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm going in 9 different directions. You got to forgive me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Found it. Well, at least Jordan Bennington stuff. Bennington. I'm on Jeremy Rutherford's account. Shin apparently had broken ribs during the playoffs. Ah, here it is. Let me bring this up. I'm going to bring something up, and I want to know if anybody remembers me saying something exactly like this. Exactly like this. And this was a quote from David Perron. Ready? Here you go. There's the quote from David Perron. And it says, Perron on St. Louis resigning. Just for our kids, they're in school. They love the city just like I do. It's something that playing with O'Reilly and the whole group that I love to keep going. I feel like I built myself as a player over the years, and I want to keep this going. Remember me saying, having kids, how important that was, staying in the area, how important that was? You guys remember me saying that? Guy, you always talk. Well, then, Ryan, you need to listen better. You absolutely need to listen better. Yes, I did. I did see his thing about the water bottle. All right. Since the Hawks game, not just the playoffs. So going back to the Hawks game, I knew he felt that way, guy. Most St. Louis, a lot of them do. The St. Louis, the suburbs have pretty good school district. The inner city doesn't, but the suburbs. Yes, you need to listen better. If you can't remember what I said, then you're not listening well enough. Ryan's mad at me now. Oh, I love it when I get my fans mad at me. That's how I'm going to get more fans. Keep you mad. Mad, I say, mad. I'm mad today. I'm mad. I'm just so mad. God calling me out. Why am I so mad? Yes. This game is nuts, man. But this is to me what happens. Oh, they're going to pull a goalie with 2:24 left and a 1-goal game. That's stupid. Especially against the Avalanche. I wouldn't even think about it until the 1-minute mark when you had a good possession. Right? Yeah. See, there you go. And you're going to, if you do pull him early, you're going to take a chance of happening to the Blues against Colorado with, Hoffer being halfway to the bench when they come back across it. You know what? And so do a lot. Oh, there he goes, pulling him at the 155 mark. Oh, man, that was close. Right? No, a lot of the alumni that I've talked to that stay in St. Louis say the same thing, right? I know an agent that stayed in St. Louis till his son graduated high school and then he moved out. Right? He wanted his son to have that high school education there. There was a good school that he could send him to. Right? I mean, there's a lot going on there, guys. That's got a lot to do with it. So with his prior contracts, I could easily see him if he'll sign for $2.5 million or $3 million. Let's say he signs for $3 million for 2 years. I would absolutely love that. $3 million for 2 years. Oh, I know. I mean, the especially when the whole series, with Colorado, they've had so many calls go their way. They've had way more calls go their way. Guy who had the better season on this roster, think of young guys too. Who had the best season? Well, better than who? Right? Better than who? I mean, for me, the guys that had the best season, Tarasenko, Thomas, Buchnevich. Those are the guys that had the best season. Kyrou overall had a good season, even though he had some lapses late. But for me, for me, those are the guys that I think had the great seasons. Perron did have a good season, right? For me, Bozak is gone. And if Bozak's gone, you can bring up, Falk did have a good season. I'll give that. That is true. Perron has never signed. He's only signed with the Blues. Only signed with the Blues. Even Perron realizes the back and forth to the team who built who he is, and he wants to stay and win. Well, he does want to stay. Falk, yes, I do agree with that. But you know, overall, if you're looking at who are my A players, an A on the season, A- to an A+, right? I think I give Tarasenko an A+, right? I think he had 84 points in an 82-game season, and he played even less than that. I give it to him. Okay? Falk is an A. Thomas is an A. Buchnevich is an A- to me. I don't know if anybody else gets an A. Krug is a B+. Perron's a B+. I got a lot more B+ and B's than I do A's for certain. Right? For the most part, I don't have a lot of D's or F's. I only have a few D's and F's and some incompletes. Bennington is a C- for me. Husso is a C for me. Shin is a B-, I think. I think I could put Shin as a B-. I'm watching the last minute of this. Oh, wow, that was close. 45, McDavid's got, he couldn't get it over. Oh, bad pass. Oh, puck comes out of the zone. They got 37 seconds to do something with the puck out of the zone. I'm going to write an article grading the Blues. I'm going to work on that this week. You know, there's the end of the game. All right. McKinnon throwing his fist for an empty net goal. Wow, that's messed up. That's messed up. Right. Well, I mean, they got this one, but, you know, here it is. Another game with 14 goals or 13 goals. 14 goals. 8 and 6, 14. Yeah. 14 goals. You know, the first game of the Battle of Alberta had 15 goals. Wow. Vancouver saved them. That should have been a tie game. Oh, no, it was Landeskog that did it. I said McKinnon, it was Landeskog. Right? Oh, my goodness. Edmonton in 7. I can see that. That's the new Hawaii math. We got him. Oh, you don't have shit, McDavid. You don't even have your numbers right. You're 80% to win the West. Wow. Where the fuck do you come up with that number? You were close, Jason. You were close. And I'm sorry, McDavid. You've been picking on me. Picking on me since the playoffs started. And I've tried to let a lot of it go. But when my Blues get eliminated like with bullshit, I'm going to come up and say something. And when your team wins on a bullshit goal that shouldn't have counted, I'm going to say something. Right? Oh, yeah. I agree with that. They are. Right? Maybe next season. Not this season they won't. Right? Unless it's a toilet cup. Right? You know, I'm gonna take some more time to listen to some more of those press conferences to get some more information so I can get things. Oh God, I don't like this and that. I do not like that smug ass one bit. I'm going to call it here, guys. Thanks so much. But I do think the NHL got that one wrong. You know, to sit there and say that he didn't have control of the puck is wrong, right? And that's what you're saying. To sit there and say that's what you're saying in that tag up is that he didn't have control of the puck. That's why I have the issue with it. I hope so, bud. So was there a different goalie tonight for the Avs? Yes, Kemper got hurt, and Francoeur came in, and then Francoeur gave up a bunch of goals. I probably won't watch the post game. I'm not a big fan of most of the post. Rammers in Springfield because Montreal's minor team is playing the Thunderbirds. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's this weekend. Thanks, Guy. Great show as always, sir. Looking forward to reading your scores on the players. Well, thank you. I'm not sure who this is, but I appreciate that. Tammy says Karma, absolutely. She's a fickle bit sometimes. She comes and gets you at the time when you're just not looking for it. She comes and gets you. Abso-freaking-lutely she does. Right? I absolutely agree with that. Yep. Okay, guys, this is Guy the Y Blues fan. Oh, it's Scott. Okay, Scott, thank you. Thank you, Scott. I greatly appreciate that. You're showing up as Facebook user. When you use the Hawaii Blues Fan Clan one, if you look at the very top, where my explanation of the live, it's either going to say see more, or it's going to say that I'm going live on StreamYard. Please click here. If you click on that, then it lets me see your name. So that's how that works, right? That I agree. That I absolutely agree. And I want to know how many people, I'm going to say something because I want to write an article about this, but I'm not sure if it's going to go over right. I have this feeling, and I've told a couple of people and they agree with me, that somehow we have turned Kadri into John Gotti. We have turned Kadri into John Gotti. I want to see who gets that reference, what I'm trying to mean there. Let's see if somebody gets it. Da 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 da. You're close, Jason. You're close. Close, but not the victim. There's something else going on there. Does anybody remember what John Gotti's nickname was? What the press called him? Press had a really interesting name for him. Right? I want to see if somebody remembers this. Right? Yeah, because you're like a mob boss, you're close. But there's a reason why it's not just the mob. No, it wasn't Iceman. Nope. Come on, somebody's got to know this. Oh, it's late in the show, so there's only a few people here, but yep, wrong guy. Come on. John Gotti had a real particular media nickname. Right? There we go. He was the Teflon Don. The Teflon Don, because nothing could stick to him. And here's the other thing. Outside of law enforcement, the general public loved the guy. Loved him. Absolutely loved him. Thought he could do no wrong. Right? They forgot. They didn't look at all of the bull. Right? They didn't look at that. I love seeing all these fake Avs fans. I mean, there's so many fake Avs fans in this building, it's not even funny. So many fake Avs fans. But it was, everybody looked at him as he would come out the press. He had the smile and all this. They looked at him as a good guy. They forgot all the bad he did because he never got convicted. Right? The Teflon Don, until he gets convicted, and then it kind of changes. But that was the perception of him. He wasn't a bad guy. And that's the perception we have of Kadri all of a sudden. Because a few idiots wanted to go a direction that they shouldn't have gone. And now all of a sudden, all of his past transgressions get forgotten about. Right? They forget that in 3 straight playoffs, this guy injured somebody. Actually, it might have been 2 out of 3, or 3 out of 4, right? He injured somebody. He hurt somebody so bad they couldn't play in the series, the rest of the playoffs. We've forgotten that. Why? Because people said bad things about him, used his religion, used his race, that now all that bad stuff is forgotten. Right? The bad stuff doesn't go away. It doesn't. He is who he is. And we can't, the Avalanche are a good team. They are. But Kadri's not. You know what? If the NHL was going to crack down, they would have already had him suspended. He would have been suspended for a couple of games after the Bennington issue. And now Bennington did say in the bang of the game he didn't think it was intentional, but he did feel frustrated by it. He did feel that Kadri was aiming for him a little bit. Yeah. I mean, it's going to get worse. But Kadri's been suspended in the regular season too. Right? It's not. He's got a list of suspensions. Right? And it's not just here or there. It's a list of suspensions. Right? And that's the thing to remember. He's got a list of suspensions. And it is what it is. Well, guys, I'm going to call it there. I want to thank you so much for joining me. This is Guy the Wild Blues fan saying hello and mahalo. Got to know that I'm bleeding blue with you. Till next time, I'll see you on the Blue Note Hockey Fan Report.